Get in record. Oh, now we're recording.
But we're back. Tammy and Kim are back. Tammy has a new process that going through this time with everyone and the epidemic, the pandemic, the stress and anxiety that people might feel. She was called to receive this energetic healing and share it with the world. So I just asked that we just had a brief clearing of our space, and the angels and archangels are with us to protect us and hold the light for everyone that's with us now and anyone that watches it in the future, to hold us, protect us, keep us safe, release your anxiety. And thank you, Tammy, for asking for this attunement, asking. You can explain how you did it, and just thank you for sharing this with us and the world and everyone who needs it.
Thanks for having me back, Kim. Hi, everybody, all the watchers. So all you guys know that I do astrology, but you may not know that I do energy work as well. And I don't know if I've ever talked about doing energy work before, but I've been doing energy healing for a little over 10 years. I started out in Usui Reiki, which uses hand positions and symbols. And then I added on practical Reiki, which is done by intention. There's no hand symbols. There's no hand positions, no symbols. That's all done by your mind. If you can think of a healing, you can create one. And this system is designed to really bring along your intuition, right? So it teaches you to create using your words. And of course, it's very important to create with positive words. Never want to send energy to something we don't want. Never want to put energy to something we don't want. So knowing that this is a real thing, knowing that what we ask for from God or our ascended masters, our angels, or higher selves, that we will always receive, unless there's some other kind of block to it, but that's another webinar for another day. We could go on for that, but we're going to receive, knowing also that the body has all the wisdom to heal itself, to keep itself healthy, to keep itself in balance, to heal from things. And of course, if we're not doing that, then there are other things going on, and that's another webinar for another day. Emotions that we hang on to causes things in the body, fear, stress, we could go on, but I don't want to do that. We want to stick right to this energy process because this is so important. It's going to take us about 20 minutes to create this. So knowing all these things that I know about the body, and energy, and the power of intention and the power to receive, I went to my healing room, sat down and said, all right, now what do I need? What do we need right now besides toilet paper and hand sanitizer? That ain't gonna cut it. What do we need? And I thought, the body needs antibodies for this thing that's going around. And I'm only gonna say its name one time because I don't want to put energy to it. But this thing that's going around right now, our bodies need to have antibodies to fight it off. And I firmly believe that our body can create those if we ask it to. I believe it has the knowledge to do that. So I went and sat in my healing room and, made the sacred space and called in all the angels and my higher self and everybody. And I said to my body, this is literally what I said, body, please create the antibodies that I need to fight off, and I said its name one time, COVID-19. So that it would know and it could identify it. And then I'm going to tell you, I wrote everything down, what happened. And this is going to happen to you, for you and everybody else that's listening to this in some way. You might get a little bit different, but this is what I got. Tremendous amount of energy start pouring down through the crown, went through the third eye, throat, heart, lungs, spread through the lungs, really, really hot. Solar plexus, sacral, and the root, the entire central column, of the energy field was just lit up. There was heat everywhere. And it was particularly strong across the lower back. And we know, different parts of the body process different things. And when the lower back is involved, that is the solid structure and foundation. The lower back holds up your whole entire body, right? And if we have lower back problems, we have issues in our lifetime about feeling supported, structure, balance. So it went all the way across the lower back. Then it started to become cold through the bottom of my feet. And in practical Reiki, we use two different kinds of energy. There is the cosmic energy that comes down, from the universe and the sun. And then there is magnetic energy, Kundalini energy that comes from the earth. And that for me always feels cold, right? So we had the two things going on. We had the cosmic energy and then the earth energy. The cold started coming up through my feet, and then it was cold everywhere. It went everywhere. And then I saw a 5-pointed star. And I thought that was really cool. And the 5-pointed star in astrology has resonance with Venus. And Venus is symbol of love, abundance, prosperity. So then, and this whole thing took like 20 minutes, but I'm speed going through it. Then there was like a twitching in my solar plexus, like, oh my gosh, what in the heck is this? Like a pulsing and a twitching and weird spasms. And I was like, ooh, what's this? What's this? The energy just kept going really strong to the front and the back of the heart chakra. It felt like a breastplate and a back plate being put on. And then I saw, and later on, I had some other people tune into this, and I got more information about it. But what I saw was a necklace of protection going around my neck, my throat. And it looked about maybe 2 inches wide, looked like a flat gold piece. And it went around, and it came down to a V in front, right in here. And, we have chakras in the physical body, but then we have spiritual chakras as well. And right here where the shoulder blades meet, there's like a little V in there, little soft spot. That's the soul seat, the seat of the soul where our soul is connected to. And that V came down right over on top of it, laid right down on top of it. And I could feel it. It was heavy and it went all the way around. And I was like, ooh, what's that? And then I saw a sun, like a child would draw a sun, like a circle with all the rays coming out. And that went right into my solar plexus. And more spasming and, you know what I mean, stuff moving in there. And I had to keep breathing through it, right? Breathing through it. And I had to keep giving myself permission. I found I was giving myself permission. I allow this to happen. This is really happening. This is being created. I take this into my energy field. This is for my highest good. Whatever it is that, we need to put in our minds, because the solar plexus is all about our power center. And where have we given our power away throughout our lives? And now, especially at this time, we've given our power away to toilet paper and hand sanitizer. Come on. No. We've given our power away to the doctors all our lives. And now the doctors have nothing. Hello. And we're all in the same boat, right? Nobody has the power here but ourselves. Mm-hmm. Each and every one of us has our own power to believe. Number one, are we going to be healthy? Number two, can we heal from this? We're seeing people heal from it. Of course, we're seeing people pass too, but we're seeing people heal. Mm-hmm. Do we have the power to, survive this thing? Do we believe in ourselves? What do we believe about the planet at this time? That's all that solar plexus stuff, right? And the sunshine coming in there, the sun, so far people are agreeing that heat and sunshine and the UV rays are like, fighting this thing that's out there. So it makes sense that the sun comes in, the sunshine comes in. So what else? Okay, so then it just kind of, circled around, and finally it's, the energy stopped working. And I asked it to anchor into every cell in my body, to stay with me forever. Anchor in, you're with me forever, stay with me forever. And I sent love to every cell in my body. Thanked, whoever this was, whatever is coming down. And at this time, I didn't know a lot about it. I was in the moment, just doing it.
Right.
So yeah, I was blown away. So that's what happened. And then, maybe about an hour later, I was thinking, is this, is it real? What's going on? What was all this about? And I thought I would test it to see if it was still there. So I said, antibodies activate, and I could feel it. Everything lit up. I could feel that necklace. I could feel the protection in the front and the back. I could feel it. It was all there. I'm like, whoo. ooh, it's all there. And I feel like it's all there all the time anyway, but anytime we send attention to something, we activate something, right? So I do that a couple times a day. And whenever I'm hearing those TV reports and everybody, you know, freaking out, I just go, antibodies activate, and boom, I'm right there. And I know I can feel this. I know it's real. I know I have something here. The question is, I don't know if it's actually antibodies in the body. I don't know. Are the antibodies in my lungs? Is that what I'm feeling as that energy? I don't know. You know, is it in my throat? Are the antibodies lining my throat? Is that what I'm feeling when I feel that necklace? I don't know. You know, I don't know. But I ran this by some other people and I described what it was. And, you know, feeling energy through my body is my strongest clair. That's the clairsentience. I am 1000% confident in what I'm feeling, that I know it's real. This is happening, but I don't see it happening, you know, and I don't have all the angels and guides that talk to me like some of my friends do. They have, you know, guys that talk to them all the time. So I went to find some of these friends that have these talkative guides and people that can see stuff. And what they told me was that as I described it to them, they said, wow, what you have on is that necklace. There's a whole big thing over your head. And the necklace is what's anchoring it down. And there's like a circular, just a circle of energy that's swirling around over my head, over my eyes, over my ear, you know what I mean? Nose, throat, mouth, and it's being anchored down right in here. And that's the protection, like a shield. And I didn't feel it when I did it for myself, but I had my husband do it afterwards. And I did feel like there was actually energy going up the nose, the nasal passages as well, when I did it for him. So there's something there. I don't know if anybody will be able to see it. You might be able to feel it. If I put my hands out, you know, we can feel stuff in the aura. Let me see how far out this goes. I feel like it's right here. You can't even see it on the screen, but right now I can feel it pressing against my.
No, but the color changed on the screen when you did that. So.
Did it?
Yeah, the shade of I don't know if anyone else will notice it, but I noticed the shade, and it just changed again when you moved your hands just now.
Ooh, okay. So I feel like it's right here. And it's big, isn't it? It's like all the way around.
Yeah, and it just changed now that you just put it. So it was just a little, the shade of what, you know, what I'm seeing around, just the shade just lightened and darkened,
Yeah.
What's interesting, I'll just say really quick, is stuff that I've listened to when I've been, and I don't mean the news, I don't mean the negative. When I listen to, you know, spiritual and holistic practitioners, you know, doctors that are also spiritual, they say, when you were talking about the sun, what I remember them saying was that this thing and these other things that have happened in the past only seem to happen around this time of year because they can't survive in heat. They die. That's why we don't get them in the summer. That's why they're not so much down in like South America and Central America, you know, because they can't live in the heat. So it was interesting when you said the sun, and they said the best thing you can do is keep yourself warm. She's like, I wear a scarf in the house all day. Look, people might think I'm weird. She's like, but I always have a scarf on. She's like, take a sauna, take a hot bath. She's like, keep your body temperature. And she's like, I'm talking about turn up the heat. She's like, I'm talking about keep your body warm, as if you just walked into a lot of fire after coming out of a snowstorm and you feel that heat. Like, keep your body warm. That is what is gonna kill it off, keep it away, or kill it off, or whatever. Yeah, the sun and the neck and the scarf.
I wonder if
that's what she said. Wear a scarf. She's like, wear a scarf, wear a sock around your neck, wear anything around your neck. Like, that's what she was. So as you were saying this, I'm like, wow.
Yeah. And this energy process might be making an energetic heat, you know what I mean? Like UV heat that's like zapping things out. Okay, so I get goosebumps for zapping.
Me too.
Zapping stuff out. And we're not even being able to breathe it. It's being zapped before it even enters through a membrane, right? Nose, mouth, ears, whatever. Yeah. So my friends also said that they were getting very strongly that it was Archangel Michael involved, because he's the Archangel of protection. So it makes sense. Why not? Hello. And they thought Metatron was involved as well. And I know Mother Mary's always worked with me my life. So, and you can see her statues back
Yep.
there. And the star, I've seen Mother Mary in dreams before, and there's been a star involved in there. And so the information I just got just before this call, and I didn't have time to look into it anymore, was that I got that there are more ascended masters than this. There's a lot more creating this, and it was getting strongly that Buddha was involved, Saint Germain, Serapis Bey, and there's going to be a couple more, but I'm gonna have to go through and sit and find who they are. But I feel like it's one master from each of the rays of incarnation, and there's 8 rays of incarnation right now. So I have to go and find the other ones, but that makes total sense as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Each combining, but the main thing is that we ask, because the masters are always there, angels and guides are there, but they can't, unless it's an emergency. And sometimes I know I have been plucked from instant death many times over my life. But that was an extreme measure, you know what I mean? Like they knew they had to get me out of oncoming traffic because literally I was driving the wrong way down the road. But we have to ask for this help. And just by asking, then we received. And I know they're standing by all over this planet trying to help us, but we have to ask. Many people are choosing to go into fear. And I told you right before this call, I feel like there's a lot of past life memories of old plagues, old epidemics, things that we couldn't fight, things in the Middle Ages that we had no knowledge of. We had nothing. The plague doctors wore that big, long mask.
Right.
And there's a lot of fear. When I look at that, I see a picture of it just online, and I'm like, oh.
It's creepy.
My soul remembers something about that. Like the cells hold memories of things. And this is something else that we learned doing energy work, that, we don't have the same body that we had from 100 lifetimes ago, but we have the same template. And, the hands are always hands, no matter what color, you know what I mean? And it holds the memory of things that happened to us. And I feel like a lot of fear on the planet now is people that are the ones that you see really panicking. They have a soul memory that's very strong of dying in agony of this before, and they got nowhere to go. You know what I mean? It's almost like post-traumatic stress disorder coming up. They're remembering this again. And what was coming to me very strongly was like leprosy, because think about how leprosy was, and everybody's washing their hands now. Wash your hands, stay away, you're not clean, you know what I mean? All the masks, and boy, leprosy, what happened? We just grouped them people all together, threw them, they were unclean, right? We didn't want to have nothing to do with them, shoved them away. And we were either the shovers or we were the ones being shoved. And we remember that in this lifetime. So what can we do about it? We can clear all that stuff out. We can clear the memory, we can clear the fear. We know we have a lot better chance of not getting something in this lifetime than we did in the Middle Ages with the bubonic plague. You know what I mean? Like they had no sanitation at all. We are such a advanced civilization. There's no reason why we should have all those fears. It's coming from somewhere else, and it's being activated again. Post-traumatic stress. So process we're going to do, we're going to release those. We're going to clear those fears out, because you have to be able to get this belief into your solar plexus. And if the fear of the old plague from a past life is already in that solar plexus, we're going to shift it out. So we might be coughing. I'm going to hold the space for you and for whoever's watching. I did this before for a group of people yesterday, a group of people that I had taught Reiki to. For a small group, I did quite a bit of coughing out, and that's okay. Coughing out old energy, coughing out old blocks, all this stuff that's blocking you from receiving the star and the sun and this energetic, belief system. Everything that's blocking you from getting that is going to be cleared away, right? Because we're awesome. Our bodies can do anything.
Right.
We can do anything as a community. We got this. We so have this. We have more than what we know. Oh, holy smoke. you know?
And I think honestly, one good thing that's come of it is you can see the community. You can see that people are realizing that we are one, and a collective is coming together and helping other, other people that maybe if this hadn't happened, they wouldn't have. You can see people coming together. So there are good things that are from this too.
Yeah, there are good things coming out of it, but I don't believe any more people have to. I'm hoping nobody else has to suffer.
By any means, if we can avoid this altogether,
I mean, for
better.
me, this has been a big realization, right? Like, okay,
absolutely.
Worshiping money too much, worshiping this and that. What's the important things in life? We've gotten away from that. But yeah, this is life now. We're just gonna love life and live in the moment, and that's the thing. So so we thought you could do this online.
Yes.
Along with everybody else that's watching.
Yeah, share this with anyone that you think you can help, and bring the people, teach them, and practice.
I want to say one thing before we start, because then I'll forget once we start working with the energy. So I had my husband do this, and he knows what I do. He's happy to let me do the energy, and he's had sessions with me before, many. He does not feel energy through his body. He does not ever. That is not one of his clairs. He's very intuitive. He knows things. He gets things. Feeling it in his body is not one of them. So, I had to coach him through it, and I described to him because I can feel it in his body as it was moving through. And I told him what it was. And I said, you have to ask for it. I can't make you do this, and I can't put this on you. You've got to ask for it. You can do it. And, if you have the faith, of the mustard seed, a mustard seed, that's all you need. That's all he had more than that, but, he had to go on blind faith because he could not feel it working. Yes. He was really tested in his faith, and I was describing it, and he just fell asleep, which is usually what happens when we do energy work, because it's just better for him that way. So maybe you folks at home are going to fall asleep and get knocked out. Maybe it's going to happen to you, but once you set your intention at the beginning, we're going to make a permission statement. We're going to set the intention. It is coming, whether you feel it or not.
I feel it. I feel it in my ears right now. My ears are vibrating big time.
You're going to get it. You're going to get it, even if you don't feel it. So, people at home, you can have your children do this. If they're like 5 years old, just have them make the statement and allow it. Go to your grandparents that are not on social media. And if they have one grain of faith, hey, we're going to ask God to create this antibody. Would you like to do this? Come on. And what the heck, even if they have one little grain, they're going to get it. If you say yes, you're getting it. It's coming. So get the word out far and wide, right? You don't have to just be on social media. But I coughed out a good deal of blockage from my husband, which I would have expected because he doesn't feel it in his body. So of course he has doubts, but yeah. So are you ready?
I appreciate, thank you. Thank you for doing this for us.
Okay, so I'm just going to hold the space for everybody, and I'll kind of describe what I see going on. But basically it is like an energy attunement, because if you've ever been a student of energy, you know that when your teacher passes on the attunement, it's done by intention and permission. They intend to pass on the energy to you, and you as the student intend to receive it. If we don't have the two-way, it doesn't happen. So basically this is what we're doing. We are going to ask for it, and the masters, the ascended masters, are the teachers. They're going to pass this through you. Nothing's coming through me. The masters and whoever else is involved is doing this. So energy is really strong. Okay, so what we did, just make that permission statement in your mind or out loud. You're going to give yourself permission to create this energetic antibody system in the body.
I give myself permission to create this antibody system in my body.
I give myself permission to receive this energy in my energetic field.
permission to receive this energy and then go through.
Okay, and then I just made the statement. I said, body, please create the antibodies that I need to fight COVID-19 and to protect me from COVID-19.
Body, please create the antibodies that I need to prevent the COVID-19 virus from entering my body.
Do you feel it already coming? I'm feeling the energy already coming down to the crown.
I feel the heat in my face.
To the throat, to the heart. Just keep breathing real deep and allow. And this is everybody on the call. Keep breathing, keep allowing. Now I feel like it's going up my nose, my sinuses. I feel like it's really right across my face. I feel like it's really lying like right on top of that layer of skin. What do you feel, Kim?
I feel my legs are cold. I feel the cold coming from beneath right now too.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That was fast. Yeah. Okay. So I'm getting the cold from my feet as well. Yeah.
And I do. My face is very warm. My face is very warm.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, my legs are cold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I feel that coldness is pulling out the blockages, and that's the old past life stuff.
Pull away. Yep, I feel phlegm. Like I feel kind of like phlegmy in my throat.
Yep. And everybody coughing is just releasing energy blocks from the body. Other ways that we could release are by yawning and by sneezing. You may burp. A couple times I burped on a client. That was embarrassing, but it just came up. And they burped as well, so it was kind of funny, but that was a thing.
Hey, we fart in yoga, so.
Yeah, right? I haven't done that on a client yet, but.
It's gotta go where it's gotta go, I don't know.
Thank God. Now it just feels like heat everywhere through the entire body. It's moved down to the heart, the lungs. I can feel it around the back now, the back of the lungs.
It's weird. I feel like my palms are sweaty, but when I actually like feel them, they're not. And I feel like stuffy, like I need to blow my nose.
There's a lot of heat on the back, like around like by the bra strap in the back.
And now I feel heat in my legs now. I don't feel the cold so much.
So everybody just keep breathing. Allow yourself to receive. You're doing just fine. You're doing perfect. And if you're not receiving this the same way that we are, it's okay. You might be seeing colors. You might have an inner knowing. You might see those symbols, or maybe you won't. You might get buzzing in your ears like Kim was. Or you might be like my husband and not feel a thing, but you are getting it because you asked. Oh, I just saw a little sun.
Yay!
That's how I missed the star, but that was okay. I think my eyes were open, or I was thinking about something else, but I closed my eyes. I saw that sun. It's really strong around the back of the neck and the shoulders.
Yeah, I feel pressure on my shoulders. I have my eyes closed, like kind of looking up through my third eye, and the colors are changing like in my third eye.
I just saw the star come in and it laid down on top of the sun. So it made the two lay down on top of each other. I'm almost seeing like an orangey red color in my third eye.
I saw that on, and I saw green.
Feels like it's coming down to the solar plexus now, and it's really like laying down on top of that chakra.
And that's funny because right when you said that, I saw yellow.
Now there just feels like heat through the whole.
That's exactly what I feel.
Auric system. I feel like energy just being wrapped around the whole layer of the body. And this is where we can set our intentions to release all the old cellular memory, all the past life plagues, all the past life epidemics, all the past life sicknesses that we did not have any knowledge of. We had no idea what to do. We were completely at the mercy of something outside of ourselves. We'll release that now. I feel that bubbling up out of the solar plexus, coming up through the heart. Breathe into it, everybody, and feel that. And then just keep breathing. It's going to move out and move out through your body somewhere, probably up through the crown.
Oh my God, I swear to God, Tammy, I was going to tell you I am swirling purple in my third eye.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you guys, we've had many past lives, and if we all think we have not been in some kind of epidemic or another, we can think again. We know this. We have been. Absolutely. And there's many to choose from over the timelines. We have no reason to go into that. We are so much more advanced. A little bubble of energy coming out. Set your intention. I release all the past life pain and fright and fear and misery of old diseases. I allow myself to release all the old memories, all the epidemics in the past. Just breathe into it and let it go. We allow ourselves to release the memory of leprosy. But very strong. Feel that in my heart chakra. Breathe. Let it go. Just keep breathing. I actually see like a cross now in that sun.
Mm-hmm.
You see the sun with the rays, but now a big cross over on top of it. All kind of yellow coming out. I had not seen that previously. And that must be for the past life healing. Seeing that star again.
I feel like everything's getting really bright. My eyes are shut, but I feel like everything's getting brighter.
Oh yeah, that star with the bright light right behind it. Absolutely. And the star's like spinning around.
And your stomach's gurgling a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good sign. It's getting in there.
Yeah. And all I can say is, again, my eyes are shut, but I'm seeing like a swirling, like, you know, when you see like strands of DNA and they intertwine, swirl around, like that's what I'm seeing, like in my third eye, like a purple and like a green and they're just like intertwining and twirling like DNA almost.
Do you think this activation is boosting our DNA to fight this? Do you think that's where the antibodies are?
I would be curious. That would be something, wouldn't it? That would
get all kind of energy down to the crown for that. So I'm getting like a yes. I feel like yeah.
That's what I think. This is just this is another strand of DNA that's what this thing is.
Giving us the ability to fight this and to stay healthy.
That's really weird because I've never seen that before. Only I've ever seen is like swirling, like going like counterclockwise, never like a like a
like that double helix.
Yeah.
Nice. Yay, I'm so glad you can see these things that I don't see. I love it.
I've never seen that.
Feels really strong in the head again for some reason, and the nose, sinuses.
My eye actually literally was just like tearing. It just got really bright again. It's really bright. Like pulsating brightness.
Looks like something's moving up the field and it's going up to the head, almost like tingles or sprinkles or something.
My,
Tingles.
I see the brightest orange, like a fire.
Ooh,
Fire.
nice. Nice. That's got to be when I'm feeling the tingles because something shifted.
Yep, I see it right in. It's a bright orange, bright orange, very bright, and it's a very cloudy day, dismal here. It's very bright. And my eyes just keep watering. My eyes are tearing.
My eyes watered before one of the first times I did it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they keep tearing.
And my eyes water when I do energy work. When I used to get attunements, my one eye would tear.
Yep.
Just the one. I don't know why.
This one. And I'm back to purple again. I will say that my nose is like rather stuffy, so I would ask anyone to have a Kleenex with them before they start. And I would,
right? Right. And don't worry if you cough. If you start coughing, you are not getting sick. I repeat, you are not.
right.
I am not sick. You are not sick. We are clearing out energy.
Really?
And I feel something really strong in my left ear. I don't know if something's being pulled out of there, or for somebody that's on this call, or maybe it's for you. Something's coming out of the left. Yeah, there's quite a bit of drainage out of the sinuses now.
Yeah, I can feel it. Like I said, like I wish I had a Kleenex.
It's like an extreme amount of pressure on the head and the sinuses. It just feels like coming down.
Yep.
Like trying to get through the blockhead. Come on, everybody, let it in. Just say yes to receive. Still seeing a lot of yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's moving to the third eye. Something is like bubbling and sprinkling on it. Feels like. Oh, it feels like a cat just came down on my head, like real tight.
I thought you said a cat.
Now there's a little pink, a little magenta coming in. Magenta purple. Oh, so now I feel something down in the sacral. Actually, like the womb area,
Mm-hmm.
where I create from. base on the throat's really getting hot again.
I'm just seeing like the brightest golden light.
Yeah, it just got all hot again.
I feel it. Like I said, I just feel like that kind of like flumminess in my throat that I just need to like, let out. And I just feel it.
Something really wants to come out of that left ear.
The left ear, huh?
Yeah. And the left side is past life and it's our receiving side. I feel that might be, things that we're told go in that ear. And maybe we've been told things about this virus that are causing the fear. Maybe that energy is what's being released out of there now. Because nobody really knows the truth. Nobody really knows.
No, and I think that's what a lot of fear stems from, is just missing information, right? We don't know.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Wait, how long has it been? I think it's been over half an hour, and I told everybody it was going to be half an hour, 20 minutes. Sorry, everybody. I feel like it's still going. Do you feel like it's still going?
I do. I can. My ears are still vibrating. When I hang up with you, I gotta go blow my nose.
Yeah.
Just release that. But I'll be curious. We'll have to do a follow up as things progress. Because I definitely felt things. And please, anyone comment what you feel when you do this, or if you have any questions. Tammy, obviously, I'm going to tag you. So let us know what you feel and experience when you do this. Everyone will feel something, experience something different.
You experience it different. Yeah, the energy is still flowing. So I'm just gonna keep talking through it. This came to me during the meditation. Of course, we got to put the medical disclaimer out, and that's something we always do in Reiki anyway. We have to say that we're not, meant to replace any doctor's orders or medication or anything, as or maybe you don't know. Energy works well with medicine. You can take your medicine and your pills and your homeopathic remedies and your herbal stuff and energy. Right. It's not like mixing different kinds of drugs where you have to watch. You can take energy with everything, anything you got. You got a pacemaker in your heart. You can definitely take energy. That's not gonna, it's not gonna discombobulate you. That is not going to happen. Anything that you're on, you can totally take this attunement. And I feel like it came to me during the session. People can do this over and over again, because as I've done it over and over for other people and sat with them, it's getting stronger and stronger. I felt stuff, and I saw stuff today with you that I have not seen. You know what I mean? And it is just like energy. The more times you have a Reiki session, the deeper it can get, the stronger it can get. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth once a year and then expect to have great results.
Exactly. Go to the gym once and have a beautiful body.
Not if it was only everybody be out of business on this planet. Nobody would have any money coming in, because we wouldn't need it. But so folks, you can keep doing this time and time again, over and over again, as much as you feel necessary. You cannot overload on the energy. Your body's going to take as much as it's going to take. And, if you do this 10 times a day, well, then it might be like, okay, come on, now you're doing too much. And your body was going to tell you, no, it's just not going to take anymore. Our bodies are so much smarter than we think. Our bodies know exactly what we need and what's going on and how to get into balance. The question is, do we allow it and do we help it? What are we hindering our normal body processes, and what are we hampering, right? What are we going against? Well, if you're drinking Red Bull every day and then you're going to go sit and meditate, that's kind of like counterintuitive, right? Like, okay,
Exactly.
you got to be, you know, be on the consistent plan. So with that being said, you know, keep taking your medicine if you're taking it. And if you do feel like you're getting sick, go to the doctor and get, you know, you could just be having a sinus infection or bronchitis, you know what I mean?
Allergies. It's
Mean,
allergy season.
right. Doesn't mean you're gonna, you know, have this thing that's going around, but you should take care of yourself, and you should do what, use your discernment always, like we're always doing. Do what you feel you need to do. Whatever makes you confident, you know, sleeping, having vitamin C, hot tea, whatever it is that's your go-to when you feel like you want to take care of your body, do that. Yeah. So other than that, I guess the energy's still where I still feel it. Do you?
I know, I do too. Yeah. No, I'm buzzing.
It's hard for me to know anymore because the last couple of days I've done so much of this energy work that I'm just like plugged in, you know.
Yeah.
Like hopped up. So I'm like, woo.
I know. And it's only 1 o'clock. I know you have another.
Yeah, it feels like I'm really hot in the face. Why don't you try that? Say that. Did I say this before? I activated this a couple times a day. I would just say antibodies activate, and I would feel that necklace of protection, and I would feel the breastplate. So you want to try doing that now?
Yeah.
See what you feel.
Antibodies activate. I still have the buzzing going on, but I had it going on, but I did feel like pressure right here.
Mm-hmm.
I did just feel like I can't explain, as if someone like almost like brushed up, like you know what I mean, just like brushed up against me, like just. I didn't feel like the whole, you know, around my head, like with this, but I did feel like a pressure here.
Mm-hmm. And this is the first time you've done it, so that's kind of
Yeah.
like how I did it the first time. But as I'm doing it more and more, when you just said it now, man, it was strong like everywhere, and I can feel that swirling cone around me. Now I can feel the pressure on my head. A couple of days ago, I didn't feel it as much because it wasn't as strong.
Right.
And we're adding more and more energy to it the more we allow it. I'm seeing so many more colors today and different things and stuff. So
for my first time, I'm shocked how many I saw today.
Everybody, I'm going to tell you, don't go crazy with it. Like I love to go crazy with energy, but then I'm like, oh, and I'm down for a couple of days. Like, I don't feel good. I'm nauseated. I'm dizzy. Don't do it to that point. Maybe once every couple of days, to come back and do this again and feel how much stronger it is. Or whenever you feel like, somebody in your neighborhood now is sick, you feel like you want to come back and do this meditation again. Go ahead. Add more layers, make it stronger, make your DNA so strong that nothing's going to get in, nothing bad for you.
No, right, it can't do any harm. Yeah, no, I appreciate this, Tammy. I appreciate you sharing this with me, with the world, with everyone that's, we can get this out to,
Thanks for having me on again.
Yeah. And we'll do, like I said, let's do follow up as this progresses.
Yeah.
See what changes, what shifts, what's happening.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, we'll have to do another energy process after this, after we get through everything again, just for the next, whatever it is.
Yeah, I know.
That's what it is.
Exactly. We don't know. Every day we don't know.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I thank you.
I guess everybody just drink a lot of water after this. This is what we tell people after energy sessions: drink a lot of water because your body is flushing out the toxins. And you felt moving around through your stomach, so that's where some stuff maybe wants to come out of. We felt stuff in the nose coming out, draining, so that's definitely toxins. I felt something in the ear. I don't know what that is, but something wants to come out of there. Don't be surprised if maybe you feel tired a little bit after this. Your body's recalibrating. So hold the space. You are go, I don't feel good. Was this a bad thing? No, it's not. That's what the body does when it recalibrates energy, right? And
Right.
maybe you are going to start sneezing more. If you had a lot of drainage, you're going to start sneezing that stuff out because you're passing out energy. You are not getting sick. Let
Right.
that stuff go. You're not getting
Right.
sick. You're clearing yourself. You're actually healing yourself. What else might come out of the body? Digestive things. You felt stuff in your stomach. Maybe you're going to
Yeah.
spend some time in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going anywhere.
Right. And hopefully we have toilet paper.
Yeah, right. You got toilet paper. Sorry about that. I don't know what to tell you, but
Towel, Kleenex, I don't know.
you know, right? You probably some old towels, like rag towels that I have somewhere. I could dig them up and just wash them, right? I don't know.
Exactly. That's what they used to do.
Gotta do, right? Gotta do what we
Outside,
gotta do.
leaves, I don't know.
Right? More bits and hoof. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, everybody, you might have these clearing symptoms, especially if you were doing a lot of coughing up, like I was doing. You were clearing stuff out, sneezing, or anything like that. You might feel emotional because we did some emotional work. We did some past life healing of old, sorry things that we've experienced. So you might have dreams that reflect that, or you might just, you know what I mean, feel wobbly for no reason, or start crying for no reason, no apparent reason during the day. You know, we're all on this roller coaster and we're all feeling everybody else's stuff. So probably a lot what you're feeling is not even yours. But don't panic when you get these, you know what I mean? The thing is, don't panic when these things happen. You know, you had one sneeze and the neighborhood wants to run you out with lit torches.
I know.
Don't worry, it's fine. It's good. It's all right. Right? Yeah. So the thing is, people hold the space. Hold the space. We're only going to divide ourselves. We're only going to collapse if we do it from within, you know. Nothing's going to happen to us that we don't allow, right? So set our intentions. We're making it through. We're going to put it out there with ease and grace, right? Because we haven't tried that part. Everybody's jumped headlong into the hard part. Let's just get into the easy part. Angels will help us with that.
Exactly.
We're going to do it easy now. Yeah. And it is already happening. People are opening up their hearts. They're sharing. They're loving each other. They're appreciating things. We're grateful now for the little things. We're sharing toilet paper and stuff with each other. I mean, that's what we're doing. That's the whole thing.
Right.
So we're doing it. Hold that space. Hold that space. Ask the angels for help. Ask for Archangel Michael protection at all times. Do this activation. Antibodies activated. Right? We're good.
Yes.
Do you feel better? I know you were a little bit, you're very tapped into the universe. So you're feeling all this anxiety and the stress.
I did. I feel a lot calmer.
Better now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, what a difference. Like night and day in the last hour, just in the last hour. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. And this meditation will do this for you as well. It's going to clear out that old stuff. And then we have a fighting chance. If we can think clearly, we can think logically.
Right.
We can hold the space. If we can do what needs to be done in any given moment, then we're gonna make it through, right? And fear will keep us from doing all that stuff, and they want us to be afraid. The powers that be want us to be in fear.
That's right. The light always wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If we do not run around with chickens without heads, then we're gonna make it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll let you go then.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, thank you. And I will post this at you and look forward to hearing everybody's experiences.
Let us know. Let us know what you guys get, because I'm so interested to know.
I know. All right. Check in with you soon, girl.
Okay. Thanks, Kim.
Thanks, Kenny. Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.